During my visit to Mombasa, I had the opportunity to explore Shelly Beach, a once popular tourist destination with significant historical value in Kenya. However, the area has experienced unsettling developments leading to the closure of all hotels and the beach itself. This situation resulted in the forced expulsion of foreign investors, leaving behind abandoned assets and buildings worth millions of dollars, which now remain deserted. Detailed portrayal of the current state of the area can be observed in the accompanying video. If you find this content valuable, please consider engaging with it by liking, sharing, and subscribing. I flew out of Jomo Kenyatta International Airport JKIA in Nairobi at 3:45 p.m. East Africa time, with Mombasa as my final destination. Upon reaching Mombasa, I found out that I needed to journey to a quaint town called Likoni. I hopped on a tuk-tuk to Likoni and learned that the only way to reach the small island town was by boarding a ferry, the unique mode of transport across the Indian Ocean to this special destination. My trip to Mombasa was to explore Shelly Beach, a once popular tourist spot in Kenyan history. However, a dark event led to the closure of all hotels and the beach itself. Foreign investors were forcibly expelled, leaving behind abandoned assets and buildings worth millions of dollars, now lying deserted as you witness in the video. If you're enjoying this content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I had the amazing chance to observe the fascinating operation of the ferry as it elegantly crossed the ocean. I learned from a local resident that the ferry project is managed by the Kenya Ports Authority and is a significant government undertaking. While I don't have the exact start date, I was told that the ferry has been a vital part of the area for many years. The ferry operating in Likoni serves as the crucial lifeline for the residents of the small island town, providing them with the essential means of transportation to connect with the vibrant city of Mombasa. It's truly remarkable to consider that the daily commutes of thousands of Likoni residents depend on the reliable services of this ferry. Not only does the ferry cater to foot passengers, but it also facilitates the transportation of vehicles and motorbikes, playing a pivotal role in enhancing the accessibility and connectivity for the local community. Upon my arrival in Likoni, I opted for a tuk-tuk ride to Shelly Beach, our primary destination. Upon reaching Laconia, I hopped into a tuk-tuk headed for Shelly Beach, the highlight of my visit. The tuk-tuk ride was a bargain at just $1. However, upon arriving at Shelly Beach, I was taken aback by its desolate appearance. The once vibrant hotels and villas now stood empty and dilapidated, with garbage strewn across the beach, casting an unwelcoming pall over the area. Upon inquiring, I learned that conflicts between different factions had led to the abandonment of the area. Allegations surfaced that the local Mijikenda community had resorted to voodoo practices to intimidate foreign landowners, exacerbating the situation. The situation prompted them to return to their home countries. This revelation has made me aware of the complex issues at play in this region. I was curious to learn more, but the local residents were not forthcoming with information. However, I'm committed to conducting further research for my viewers. It's important that we understand the true events that transpired, and I will delve deeper into this topic in my next video. For more information, please check out my upcoming video. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks.